Is that true, Kelly? When do you compliment men even if they look bad? Men don't do that. Men don't do that. So if a woman don't look attractive, a man ain't gonna be, oh, you looking good.
I don't talk to people because I don't want them to talk to me. So I ain't complimenting you because I don't want you to think I like you and I don't want to have to turn you down. I ain't saying nothing.
See that
Okay.
ain't see that's
So you
crazy.
don't
What?
shoot shots then, right?
Oh, absolutely not. You no, I'm straight.
I don't know. You might want to get a 3-pointer in your repertoire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
work. They
that,
don't no shots work like a woman's shot. Yes. Yeah, shoot your shot.
and
Stop playing.
anything that I end up with is on me. No,
Boy,
thank you.
well,
Like,
shoot your shot at the right. Whoa, so you don't want no accountability in it.
Moving in scarcity, Kelly.
You say if
yeah,
you choose it, it's on you. You don't want to choose.
I'm big on energy, so I'm straight. Like I'm not about to come talk to you when you see me. Like we see each other. I want to listen. I don't want a man I'm gonna have to constantly keep taking initiative on the shit I feel like you should take initiative on. Come on, let me smile and be bask in my femininity. I gotta put on my masculine cape to try to come. Hey,
No,
baby,
you don't. No, you don't.
man, listen.
Not at all. Do you know it's about impossible for a man to turn down a feminine woman? It's about impossible.
And that's the point that I'm trying to make.
And that's a
I,
good man. It's hard for a good man to turn down a feminine woman. Nug, no, you talking about nug nug.
but what constitutes the man as a good man or a bad man?
His character. His character.
And that's the thing. Certain actions don't determine a bad character. Say he's a great family man and take care of his household, and he's a great working man and all that, but he cheat from time to time. He don't mean nothing behind it.
See, that cheating is not a flaw in a man's
But
character.
and I never said it was, and that's the point that I
Well,
want.
you gotta give credit. If he out making babies, bringing home stuff like that, true. But a man cheat one time, y'all be like, see,
But the
y'all done
point
said Martin Luther King. Y'all be talking about Martin Luther King cheating, and this
but the
man been
point that
gone
I'm
how
trying to
long?
make is why would I go try to pursue a man when that man could very well be that guy? He could be the guy that has the family at home or whatever. But just like Walker said, it's hard for a man to turn down femininity. So when I approach men, I don't approach them in no type of with when I speak with men, I don't approach them. But when I'm dealing with a man, I don't bask in masculinity at all. I leave that shit where it is. And I'm 100% feminine. So I know that you're going to be attracted. The way that I'm going to come off to you, if I was to approach you, you're going to be attracted regardless of who the hell you got at home. So I'm just not going to do that.
You
Okay.
don't believe in vetting this man to the point where you can see these red flags, like as far as how this man may even be talking, the type of people he hanging around.
I'm not
You
about
are
to
allowed to
like,
stereotype
can I get your
and move
number? I'm not about
accordingly.
to. I mean, I'll vet them, but I'm not going to be the one that's taking the initiative. Like, hey, I find you handsome. Do you think we can go out on a date? Can I get your number? I'm not doing that. Now we can go out on a couple days, so I pay for them other suckers. But am I about to come and approach you while you're getting you some coffee from Starbucks and be like, hey, you look nice. Can I get your number? Or do you got a woman? I'm not doing none of that.
Okay. Good luck.
Y'all hear Kelly? I see we got super chat.
I don't for what I don't want no man that's going you gonna stand there and you're not man enough to say that you're interested in me, so you're waiting for me to approach you. I don't want no man like that anyway. I want a man to know what he want and he gonna go after. You ain't got nothing stepping in your way. You ain't shy and timid. You ain't waiting for me to come to you because when it
So,
comes down to leading, I don't need you
so
to look at
let me
me and
ask you that: if you're in a room full of beautiful women, he may not exactly see you. You can't be that full of yourself. He might not see you. You might
okay,
have to
and guess
approach
what?
him.
Then he ain't for me because if my energy ain't speaking strong enough for him to see me, then he need to be with the woman that he sees, and vice versa. But what I'm not going to do is be stepped in the crowd. Pick me, pick me. I'm
Yeah.
over here like I'm not doing
But
that.
but you know what? And that's my point. I believe it's just my belief. Who am I? I believe you should be like, pick
For a
me, and then
good man, you should not be in the nightclub while 21 Savage is playing across the speaker trying to wave a man down. You should be in
yeah,
the right place around the right type of men.
being
And
barred.
around those men, I wouldn't have to wave them down because, mind you, like I said, the men that I want knows what they want. They know how to approach a woman. When they see, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, pick up on the energy of what they want. they take initiative to go after what it is they want. I don't want to have to be the one that you see me in the corner, you see me over here, you see me pumping my gas and paying for my Starbucks, but then after it's all said and done, I just want to come and slide you my number and see if you're interested in me. Because a man that knows what he wants is going to go after it. Now that I do know for sure. I got 6 brothers. A man that knows what he wants is going to go after. He's not going to hesitate. And a man that's sure of himself, you ain't going to let me out your sight, especially if I didn't caught your attention. You ain't about to wait around for me to come approach you. You're not going to do that. And if you do, you're not the man that I want, because if you can't take initiative in something as simple as talking to me or courting me, then how can I expect you to take initiative when it comes to the big things, the providing, the protection, the leadership, me trusting you, me being submissive to you? Like, how do I trust that? Well, you couldn't even do something as simple coming through the door. That's the first thing right there.
I will say this, one thing I noticed with you, Kelly, you keep saying feminine, feminine, feminine. Is that something you could turn on and off? Because, man, your masculine is pretty strong.
Yeah, because I'm going to be feminine to my man. So that's the thing. I'm not going to be feminine with y'all, because why? I have certain things that I've set aside for the person that I'm going to commit myself to. I'm going to be submissive to. So yeah, y'all get a sprinkle of femininity here or there. Like, I'll put on a dress, I'll do the ponytail or whatever. But if we getting down to the nitty gritty, I'm putting my cape on. We're going to talk about it. But if, like, I've been in 3 relationships in my whole entire life, and if you ask any of them, I never displayed any amount of masculinity with them, because I don't believe in that. I believe in gender roles. So okay. I don't want you to be feminine. So I'm not about to be masculine. I'm going to be utmost respect, and I'm going to carry myself well. It may not work out, you know what I'm saying, because some things don't work, but they'll never be able to come back and be like, oh, she was all macho and yelling at me and all that, because I don't do that.
Okay, so
let me ask this real quick, Mr. Walker. So because the flip side of that is men having conditional masculinity and conditional providerism. Let's say a man is shining shoes for a living, and you know what I mean, and he say, but when I meet this woman who desires a provider male, I'm then gonna turn myself into a 6-figure man. Like, I'm waiting till I meet her until I start making 6 figures. I'm not about to show up making 6 figures already. I'm waiting until I meet this beautiful woman, then I'm gonna start earning. Or a man say, I walk around getting slapped around all day and disrespected, but when I meet this woman, I'm going to get real masculine and start standing up for myself. And once I meet her, I'm going to turn that switch on.
So can a dude turn off his masculinity the way a woman can turn off her femininity?
But femininity or turning off the masculinity for who? Because at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. I'm just not going to give a man that's not my man a part of that softness of me that is dedicated to my man. Like, for instance, when I'm with somebody, I'm full feminine, I'm fully submissive. Yeah, I'm not about to give you a sprinkle or a dose of that. For what? You get it if the situation entails that, but to be just up here and just, oh no, like, I'm definitely not gonna do that. Now, if y'all want to walk around like, oh my God, but when I get the right woman, then I'm gonna be a man, then that's on you. But it's like, I'm not walking around in boy clothes. I have the utmost respect for men. Granted, like, mind you, providing and protecting and doing things on your own, sometimes a woman gonna have to step into her level of masculinity, because femininity don't cause for certain things and masculinity don't cause for certain things. So if you got a woman like me that's doing it by myself, yeah, I can turn it on and off. I can turn my femininity on for the man that I need to be feminine for, and I turn my masculinity on for the responsibilities that I have that I don't have a man around to take care of.
Okay, I hope that worked for you. Turning on and off masculinity.
I'm gonna just say this: I can't be full feminine and raise a 15-year-old son. I cannot do that.
I kind of agree with that. I had a talk with a lady. She said the same thing. Met her in person, and she said the same thing you just said. She said, I got boys, so I could not stay feminine. I had to be masculine to raise these boys by myself. And like we keep going back, keep coming full circle. We need to, as we move forward, as we teach our kids, Kelly, we need to stop getting into positions where women are raising kids by themselves, because going into a masculine stance for a woman is trauma and damaging. You don't want to be you don't want to be masculine ever. You don't ever want to have to be in a position.
You can't force nobody to be with you now. That's the thing. Like we can say all day long, stop getting in situations like this. The person can be the most perfect person that you know them to be, and they can wake up one day and no longer choose you, and that's just what it is. So I'm not taking accountability for somebody else's actions. I'm only gonna take them for mine. If you turned out to be a not shit person after you seemed to be shit and you played the role, and this is how you turned out, that's how you turned out. I chose a person that turned out to be this way. I'm not going to choose the result. I don't think no woman chooses the result of the person. Like we choose that person that a person like pretends to be. Now, as far as the masculinity, of course, I'm going to have to, like I said, I'm raising a son and my daughter. So I have that feminine era where I'm like being feminine with my daughter. But when it comes to certain things, I gotta teach you how to take out the trash. I got to teach you how to mow the lawn. I have to teach you how to be a man despite a man not being around, because I'm not about to, we make ways and not excuses. So if me as a woman, because women, we're basking in our femininity, and as a woman, you need to know when it's time to step into that lane and take initiative and take accountability for the responsibilities that you gotta take care of. So if I'm just feminine this whole time and I don't step into my masculinity, regardless of who's around, then I'll probably raise a gay son. I'll probably raise a son that's more feminine, that's more into certain things like that. So
not really, you got to find mentors and programs.
But I said probably, because majority of the time when men turn out to not be nothing, most people blame it on the mothers or the fathers not being around, and even blaming it on the fathers not being around, it still falls back on that mother being a single mother and how we raise that man. So am I masculine with the person that I'm with? Absolutely not, because I'm not going to choose somebody that's not in a position to lead. I can't expect a leader if I'm not willing to be led or be submissive, towards that. So until that comes along, then yeah, 100%, I'm going to balance out my masculinity and my femininity in order to keep my life flowing at the pace that it's going. But when it comes to being feminine to a masculine man, that masculinity shit goes out the window, because now you got the floor. Now you got a blank canvas to do whatever it is that you want to do, King. And if you lead, I'm willing to follow, as long as you don't lead me to no ditch.
Okay. So here we go. We got some super chats, a lot going on. Shout out to Danny Nicole. He says femininity and intimacy are two different things.
And I didn't mention sex at all. Never once. So we know there's two different things. We didn't compare the two. We never said nothing about intimacy, and I haven't mentioned sex at all during this whole entire podcast.
Well, intimacy is not just physical.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but the intimacy period, like I get that. Like she's defined in two different words, femininity and intimacy. I get that.
Well, here's the thing. The point she's making is femininity should not be something you have to turn off in a defense. It comes from a place of trauma and damage, is what we're saying. You don't turn off femininity.
Yeah, woman, it's just natural.
It's not in your best interest as a woman to have to turn off your femininity because you are now masculine.
It's like stop breathing. What happens if you stop breathing? If you just hold your breath and never take another breath,
it's unfortunate.
There will be a reaction to that.
Nobody's saying turn the femininity off, though. That's the thing. Like, for instance, I'm talking to y'all now. Okay, I'm a female. I'm not sitting here in baggy clothes. I'm not sitting here with all these big old chains and all this on dressed like E40. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like Jam Master Jay, I'm not doing that. I'm sitting here right here in the dress, speaking to y'all. You know what I'm saying, respectfully. But am I supposed to be like, so I'm not gonna do that, because
I will say this. You ain't gotta do it. But that feminine thing, femininity backs good men into corners.
But I'm not trying to attract y'all.
Well, it ain't about attracting, just having conversation. It ain't about, and that's who's
watching. As this platform grows, you never know who why your potential husband could be looking at you right now.
She's touching on something. She's right, Kelly. She's right, Kelly. You right. In the hood, in our messed up, twisted environment, femininity is perceived as sexuality, and that's what you keep hitting on, Kelly. You like, I ain't trying to date y'all. That's because we gotta I forget the
Yeah,
word.
just being nice. We hit on this all the time. If you see a woman and she's feminine, you willing to help her change her flat tire, carry groceries. But if this woman is brutish and masculine, a man is not going to help you do anything.
Yeah, and that's understandable.
Yeah, got nothing
So
to
that's
do
why you
with
always want to
being.
have it on. It's more advantageous. It's going to help you
But that's
in
the
most
thing.
cases.
I'm not saying like a person that don't have a femininity on as a woman will be a stud. Boom. You out here dressing like a man, you talking like a man, you carry yourself as a man. The
No,
only
Kelly, you are not coming up very feminine at the moment. It's a how you carry persona, how you, words that you speak. You are being respectful, and that's what that is. But a feminine demeanor,
give me an example of how I should be so feminine.
I can't tell you how to be feminine, but I would say I guess just be the way you would be around your man, but without being sexual. You don't have to be.
But that's the thing. I don't want a man that's going to want a woman who's going to be like this around any other man. What I have for my man, that level of femininity that I'm going to give to my man, no other man is going to be exposed to that.
That feminine, you represent your man. So if you come out, let's say you get married to the man that you desire, and you say, now when I go into the world, babe, I'm gonna be not so feminine. You represent him, and I can assure you that a man that's worth his salt does not want his woman going out to the world and not being feminine.
But you can't turn it off. You just essentially create a bad habit that you can't break. It's not whether you think you can or not, it's a bad habit and it will always show its face, no matter how hard you try to suppress it.
To the people that does not matter. The people in my life that matters, I swear to you, they would get up here and they've never got a dope. Actually, even the last man that I dated, he said the same thing. He said the way you are on the internet is totally different. He's like, you mean on the internet? You're not like this with me, and I'm never gonna be like that with you. I'm gonna be subtle. It's a different. I carry myself in a different way to this person that I'm committing my life to. Everybody else, y'all are external beings outside of me. I can shut the world off, so I don't have to be a certain type of way. Like, granted, I'm a woman and I'm very feminine. But when I have to like that's also a defense mechanism. Mind you, I got over 500,000 followers. So I got a shit ton of men that wants me. I can be as feminine all day long and just be this piece of meat and whatever, but I'm saving certain aspects of me for that man. Now, like I said, will I be respectful? Absolutely. Do I know how to carry myself in a room full of vultures? Absolutely. But while we're on this podcast, and it's me, you, and you know what I'm saying, another person, and we're literally like pretty much got the same mindset as how like women treat men and whatever. Yeah, I'm about to take on that role because I empower men. I'm the one that sit here and be like, hey, y'all doing this the wrong way as far as females, and men would act differently if they're like that. So yeah, absolutely. I know how to step into different, you know what I'm saying, different suits. But that's also me. Like, we're talking about me who's made for success and made for the whole world to know my name versus the regular average woman who want to go work a 9 to 5 and retire when she's 60. So I'm an entertainer. That's why certain levels of who I am and my femininity is set aside for the person I'm about to travel along life with. Everybody else is either fans or supporters.
There we go. Get to more of these two. We rock with you, Kelly Carroll. I want to watch the growth of Kelly Carroll. I need to see where you at in 6 months, a year from now. We rocking with you, Kelly. We can agree to disagree on some things, but it's a healthy dialogue. All right. So shout out to my guy, Brian C. He said, go ahead, buy a dog, Kelly.
I like animals. My house too nice for me to have a dog in here.
I know that's right. I see that background.
He also came through. He said, delusional. All right. We got my guy, Real Leo. He hit us with Super Chat. He said, imagine a world where real men turn on and off their masculinity. That definitely would not make sense. So why? Why do you think it's okay? Shameful.
I don't have to be feminine for a man that I am not trying to attract. I could care less about what, and I feel like men should feel the same way. I could care less about what a man. I'm not trying to track you. I don't plan on traveling through this journey of life with you. Your opinion, you don't know enough about me. Not saying you. I'm just saying as you know, people. You don't know enough about me to form an opinion about me. So why would I go into my little soft girl era to make you feel more masculine? It makes absolutely no sense.
No, ain't no make.
But I'm answering the question. If me not being feminine bothers or triggers something about your masculinity, is something in you that you need to worry about, because I shouldn't have to carry myself the way that you want me to carry myself if I'm not pursuing you or you're not pursuing me. We're not traveling this journey of life together. So it shouldn't affect you that much. If people focused on themselves and their own self-growth and start worrying about how other people who they're not pursuing is carrying themselves, then you'll figure out that you wasn't supposed to be on this level worrying about her in the first place. Where you need to be is on the whole opposite side. With these bitches that want to be feminine 24 hours a day and want the soft girl era and ain't gonna appreciate you once you stop doing.
Okay. So there we go. We got my man Project Leroy. He come through. Appreciate you, Project Leroy. What you got? He says, Kelly, you need some coaching from competent men. Otherwise, you are still trying to attract men with the same tactics at 35 as you did at 19. You
This
need
book
to
made
understand.
me $60,000 right here. The Art of Loving a Man. It made me $60,000 in about 2 or 3 months. 3 months. This book right here. I think I know. It's right here. You might want to purchase the book. It's $40. You might want to purchase it. I also have life coaching certification. So I do have that. I coach men and women. Last year I made $120,000 just off of one-on-ones from married men. I have over 400 and some thousand followers on TikTok. 90% of them are men. They're all tuned in. You probably follow me.
So there we go.
Got to.
Shout out, my guy.
Leroy, follow me. So technically, I've had the coaching that I need from what I need to build the platform to be a self-published author 4 times in 1 year. And they're not in Amazon, they're in Barnes and Nobles. And guess what? 99.9% of the men that follow me agree with me, and the other 1% is sitting there trying to figure themselves out in the comments. So
well, here's the thing. I like that point, and here you go, Kelly. You know, now you definitely cooking, but here's the thing. You keep saying stuff that a man like me, I don't understand nothing you saying. I've been married for 11 years, and everything you say is all wash. I'm gonna be honest. As far as this femininity crap, ain't no way a man could. It's bullshit, Kelly. What you're saying, the whole thing about turning your femininity off and going into this mess is coming from hurt. That's all I'm trying. We can't sit here and teach this to our kids.
It's not coming from a sense of hurt, because I'm not hurt on anything. It's just the fact that I told you what it was. If a man is put in a position to lead, provide, protect, and all of that, and I have no man in the position to lead, provide, and protect, but my household still need to be led, my household still need to be provided for, and my household still need to be protected.
You are in this position. That's your position, Kelly.
And that's fine. That's the only position I'm speaking on. I'm not speaking on nobody else's. What female is gonna go jump in front of the bullet when a robber come in? We're not. We're expecting that man to do that. Okay, so a robber walk in right now. Who's going to jump in front of that bullet to protect his household? It's going to be me. Us as women, we expect that man to do that. That's where the masculinity comes in, that providing, that protecting. But if I don't have that in my house,
lack. That's what moving lack.
But I can't run a household with the lack thereof, because guess what? Balance of masculine and feminine energy. Women.
Here's the net of it. I think, because Mr. Walker, you may not feel hurt in it. It ain't got nothing to do with anything physical. You could feel perfectly normal. I think the problem in our community with a lot of us is, we giving our best selves to the worst people, and then we move in scarcity after that. We give our best selves to the worst people. So you might have been feminine for a man once upon a time. Not only you, and many women. They say, "Oh, I did this for a man. I did that, and all they did was mistreat me. So I ain't doing that again until I meet my husband."
But I'm not saying that I've never been feminine for a man that I'm not pursuing or that's not pursuing me. I'm not doing that. Like I said, I have 6 brothers. So any man that I've dealt with, I'm 100% feminine. Like I take pride in being able to step into not even step into my femininity, to bask in my femininity. I was in a relationship for 8 years. Like, and we had literally no issues besides him waking up one day and being like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Enough is a dude was a narcissist. So I pulled more out of him than what he wanted to display. Like, I was the type that's like, pull the mask over your face, be yourself, and whatever. And I mean, he tell me nowadays, like literally, he'll tell me like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Back then I didn't realize this, and you helped me realize that. So that, because I know people will ask, well, what happened to that relationship? He woke up one day and he no longer chose me. And that's also in my book. What if they wake up and they no longer chooses you? But what the man cannot say is he was ever disrespected. I rose my voice. He came home and it wasn't a meal on that table. That house wasn't clean. I denied him sex. I wasn't willing to communicate. I was closed-minded, didn't understand. He'll never be able to say that, because the whole time I basked in my femininity. And that's why he's the one that's saying he's making self-realizations of what he could have done as a man better when it came to that, to my level of submissiveness and all. Because I'll be 100% submissive. I ain't trying to cause no problems, and I don't want to do shit. And I'm just being honest. So as feminine as I possibly can be, I'm gonna be, baby, because I don't want to do nothing.
Listen, so this is a dope discussion. All right, we're gonna try to table some of it for another day. Shout out to Danny Nicole for the super chat. She's also a channel member, one of our biggest moderators in the chat. Danny will shut you down real quick. She says, femininity does not require overt sexuality. Femininity is in you and is not relegated solely to attraction. Intimacy is what you share, sex, and not with your mate. All right. Derek Jackson has a lot of followers. So there you go.
Yeah, like I would challenge you. That's it. I rock with you, Kelly. I challenge you on that femininity thing. We're
gonna give it time, Mr. Walker. This is night one. Y'all remember this day. Hold on, remember this day, Kelly. We're gonna be here, 6 months from now. Well, remember this. I will bring this video back up. Y'all gonna be like, damn, that's Kelly Kale. But yeah, she been rocking with us for 6 months, 12 months. This the real Kelly Kale. We're gonna turn you to a super saiyan.
Kelly Kale, I'm serious. The books is dope. Definitely gonna get one of them, even if it's just a half. Like, seriously, kudos on that, sister. Kudos on making a way out of no way. This is real life. Seriously, that is dope. At the very same time, man, as you continue on your journey to be a life coach and all these things, when we stop learning is when we start dying and we start to fail at these endeavors. Please take heed to what this goofy country boy is saying. Just think about the whole feminine being masculine thing. That's all. Just think about it, sleep on it, wake up in the morning, either say he had a point or F that crazy black summer, whatever.
Yeah, but when you got 400,000 people in your DM, men, you talking about the modern woman versus somebody that's in high demand. That your wife is not in high demand. Not trying to be funny. The world doesn't know her. The world is not attracted to her. You know what I'm saying?
What are they in demand for? So you can't. Kendra just hold on, real quick.
Okay,
Kendra just told the young lady on the show
today. If the average woman died today, the only people that'll ever know she lived is her friends and family. If I die today, tomorrow I'll be the biggest thing in the whole world.
Emotional damage.
When you moving the goal line, you say you got 400,000 men in your DM. When Kendra just went on to tell that girl, as long as y'all got a box, somebody's gonna try to penetrate. That's nothing to hang your hat on. You should not hang your hat on the fact that 400,000 men
400,000 men trying to penetrate, and they ain't offering nothing but dick. So that's the difference. I said, I'm only talking about myself. I can't speak for the average regular Suzanne, who, if Suzanne died today, her funeral will be in 3 days, and then they'll have a balloon release and forget about her and probably celebrate her birthday next year. That's a whole different person that I'm talking about. I'm not like, no offense, I'm not talking about Mr. Walker's wife, and whom, you know what I'm saying, he's attracted to her. She might not have 400,000 people after her. I do. The world actually knows I live. So that's the difference between me, the world knowing.
Ellie, I don't know. I see my man Tag in the chat. We getting some narcissists.
I mean,
it's coming off real narcissistic.
Call it what you want, but this is the thing. I'm not, but life owes me everything. I didn't ask to be here. It owes me everything, and everything I want and I desire, I'm gonna get out this mud because it's too hard to just sit here and let it happen to me. So if I want it, I'm gonna get it. So I'm sorry that it might make me seem narcissistic because I want the world to know that I live, but life is too hard for me to walk on this place and be gone and forgot about. And the world never know I existed. They know Beyonce exists. What makes her more special than Kelly Kell? Absolutely nothing. So if you feel like your existence ain't, great enough for the world to know, then that's on you. But baby, I knew I was special from the moment that I came out, and I'm gonna stand on that. And I'm not.
There we go. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think we all got it. At the end of the day, we all got to do what makes us happy, right? And I ain't gonna give you no pushback on that. If you happy, give you no pushback.
There you go.
I agree. So if that's making you happy, we can't sit here and tell whether you're happy or not. Only you can tell that. So if it's making you happy, more power to you. But on average and the normal person, a lot of this stuff is doesn't compute with the normal person. It does not.
I agree.
But like you said, you in a different lane. So if you happy, Godspeed.
There you go. Yeah, Kendra, it's a couple sisters out here. Well, Kendra don't have any children, but yes, some sisters just gonna be single. It comes to that point where life starts making decisions for us, and we got to do what's best for that situation. At the very same time, there's always going to be scarcity and lack when we must do what's best for the situation, And the thing moving forward is to learn from it. And when we start teaching and coaching, is to teach that this ain't the way. Hey, I screwed up here. Don't do it like this. That's the biggest thing. What I feel like that we can do as adults is try to justify our existence. All of us, not this ain't just a Kelly Kell
thing. Mr. Walker. Kelly Kell said she made $120,000 coaching men. Oh,
yeah, I could.
Kelly Kell, listen. Me and Mr. Walker, we about to start our consulting classes. We're gonna rap with you on the back end. We need to pick each other's brains because we're about to start getting into consulting. Clearly, it's a whole bag, and we kind of been seeing it. And like I said, we feel like we got something to offer from our perspective, so we definitely gonna get into doing coaching calls, one-on-ones with men. So all the men in the chat, it's coming. All right, me and Mr. Walker gonna start these consulting classes and whatnot, and we're gonna start to level up, man. We're gonna level y'all up.
I tell you, these conversations is good. And we said it before, Chad. We don't want to come up here and be in an echo chamber. Having Kelly Kell up has been amazing. Great conversation, great dialogue. And we're going to continue at a different date and time.
Make sure y'all go over and check her out, the Kelly Kell Show, on all platforms right there on the screen. Kelly Kell was a good sport tonight. One thing about Carpet for the Horse and Single by Choices, we are no echo chambers. So this was needed. We need people up here because me and Mr. Walker can sit up here a lot of times and people give us pushback, but no, ain't too many people willing to come up here and have these discussions with us. So we definitely salute you.
Thank you.
There you go. And talking over the guests is masculine, by the way. You beat us up. We try to talk and you talked over us. That's not nice. That's not nice. It's not nice.
I ain't nice. I ain't say I was nice now.
Here we go.
I never said I was nice.
I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free.
Oh, yeah. And I look like her a little bit too. Y'all done played the right song.
Gorilla?
Let me see something real quick. This is a test, Kelly. Let me see something. Let me test you, Kelly Kell. All right. What am I looking for right now?
Oh, I know all the ratchet songs now, baby.
Here we go.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000.
Huh?
You thought I was about to get up? No, I'm not.
You ain't getting
Hey, hold on,
glitch, Mr. Walker. Hold on.
Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 in the 2000.
You're supposed to get up and start twerking, Kelly.
I'm trying to channel my inner hoe now. Not a femininity kick. My husband might be watching. He don't want me to do all that.
Oh.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Now that's some stuff I ain't gonna do now. Wait a minute. You ain't gonna catch me on this mother sucker twerking and half naked and stuff. Now that you ain't gonna find none of that. You can go through all my page. You ain't gonna find that.
We know that. Yeah, that's what that goes.
So I carry myself well, baby. I might talk a little shit here and there, but you ain't.
Okay, you passed the test. That was one of our tests, and you passed. Congratulations.
You see, I ain't even flinched. No, you not. I was telling you, I was in my head.
You didn't flinch. You tightened up. You grabbed just so you said, "Don't."
I was switching my foot.
Hey, every part of her being was fighting. She said, "Don't do it." She was just sitting there stiff.
Now, if you would have played Pound Town Booty Brown, then I did. You might have would have.
See
what?
See
what? Come on now.
Do you want a revolution? I say, do you want a revolution?
We doomed.
I know all them songs.
Overall, we doomed. Overall,
hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Get fucking with it.
When Glorillas and Cardi B's and Sexy Reds is our idols, or even people that we halfway remotely look up to, doomed.
Yeah, I don't look up to him, but I will say this, because I'm not that type of female, I do find those songs kind of entertaining because I can live vicariously through you. So although I'm not about to be like on the internet twerking, when I hear it, I can do my little thing for about 2 minutes and 38 seconds and then go ahead and go to the next song. We singing Stomp by Kirk Franklin.
That sounds so bipolar.
There we go, man.
My booty hole, bro.
Yeah, that was. We're gonna get out of here on that.
Twerking, no, I wouldn't. I didn't have my stripper moments before. I ain't got to do it now.
Listen, shout out Kelly Cal.